Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I want to present my draft thesis. The title is Developing English Vocabulary Mastery Through English Fairy Tale Videos of the 11th grade students of SMA Negeri 1 Mamuju. I'm Jumriah Rusdi. My registration number is 18523420003. My advisors are Dr. Maimuna Muhayyang, MPD, and the second one Munir, SPD, MED TESOL. My examiners are Khairil Anwar Korompot, MA PhD, and the second one is Dr. Andes Ahmad Talib, MPD. Chapter 4, Findings and Discussion. This section presents findings of the research results. Explained in the previous chapter that there is a research question proposed in this study. That is, do English fairy tale videos develop students' vocabulary mastery? The purpose of this study was to determine the development of English vocabulary mastery through English fairy tale videos in the 11th grade students of SMA Negeri 1 Mamuju. The development of students' vocabulary mastery at SMA Negeri 1 Mamuju, precisely in class 11 MIPA 6, can be found through the results of the vocabulary test given. The result shows the student vocabulary mastery developed significantly, indicated by the mean score of pre-test and post-test that can be shown in the following table. Based on the table above, it can be explained that the mean score of pre-test students was 63.7059 and the standard deviation was 5.23699. Meanwhile, the mean score of post-test students was 88.1176 and the standard deviation was 4.45696. Based on the table above, it can be explained that there was no student in the very good category on the pre-test with a percentage of 0%, but on the post-test there were 5 students in the very good category with a percentage of 14.7%. There was no student in the good category on the pre-test with a percentage of 0%, but there were 27 students in the good category on the post-test with a percentage of 79.4%. There were 2 students in the average category on the pre-test with a percentage of 5.9%, but there were 2 students in the average category on the post-test with a percentage of 5.9%, and there were 22 students in the poor category on the pre-test with a percentage of 85.2%, but there was no student in the pure category with a percentage of 0%. The researcher has been determined the initial hypothesis, namely H0, the student's vocabulary mastery doesn't develop through English fairy tale videos. H1, hypothesis 1, the student's vocabulary mastery develops through English fairy tale videos. Based on the table above, the column SIG was 0.000 and 0.000 little from 0.05. It means hypothesis 1 was accepted and hypothesis null was rejected. Based on the result, it can be concluded that the student vocabulary mastery develops through English fairy tale videos. In this part, the researcher discusses the interpretation of the pre-test and post-test result and treatment was conducted. The data analysis result showed that the use of English fairy tale video in teaching and learning had a significant effect in improving students' vocabulary mastery. The procedures carried out in data collection to determine students' vocabulary mastery are pre-test, treatment, and post-test. Students were given pre-test questions to determine the student's initial vocabulary mastery after treatment is carried out to improve students' vocabulary mastery. And the last is a post-test to find out whether there are changes experienced by students after being given treatment. The conclusion of this research are based on the result of the vocabulary mastery test given in the 11th grade students of SMA Negeri 1 Mamuju, it can be concluded that there was development of English vocabulary mastery that taught through English fairy tale videos, in which the pre-test students reached the mean score of 63.7059 and the post-test students reached the mean score of 88.1176. Meanwhile, there is a significant difference because the value of SIG 2 tell little more p or 0.000 little more 0.05. The suggestion of this research: first, it's recommended to teachers to improve students' vocabulary by using English fairy tale videos as the videos that support the learning process. Second, it's recommended to the teacher to make students happy and enjoy the learning process by using English fairy tale video media. Third, the students should be more diligent on watching English fairy tale videos for the best result of vocabulary mastery. Fourth, hopefully the further researchers can use this research as a reference and guidance to collect similar research. That's all of my presentation. Thank you for your time. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.